Clap.
Your claps are always terrible. That's what it was like.
That's why I said clap.
Oh, you knew it was bad, so you said clap again. You little cuck.
What are you good for?
Nothing.
Welcome back to Donkey Kong Country Tropical Froze.
Windmill Hill.
That's
Listen,
not the title, sir.
I found
These rats chopping wood.
I found a word that I can't say. It's like your Mike Krzyzewski.
Krzyzewski.
No, what's the car brand?
Michelin.
Mitsubishi.
Yes.
Mitsubishi.
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 I can't say net neutral. I can't say it. That's what started it. We were talking about it, and I don't know how to say it. How do you say it?
Neutrality.
I have to think about it. That's the only word I can think of that I have to think.
Question: do y'all know what complacency means?
Don't make
You're complacent with something.
Yeah.
But do you know what that means?
You
know
don't
what
care.
You
don't
You're
really just fine with the status quo.
Right. I asked 6 people I worked with, and none of them knew what that meant. Not even complacent.
Were they all young kids?
Nope.
Oh, that was bad.
Get fucked, idiot.
They weren't. I was one of the only people there that knew what it was. I said it, and they were like, "Why are you saying big words?" And I was like, "You really don't know what that means?"
Big words.
You should find new
blew my mind.
coworkers.
You should have them say neutrality and Mitsubishi.
That word is kind of hard.
Have them
There's not a real...
neutrality or Mitsubishi.
Have them explain
Mitsubishi.
I
Bitcoin
think that's
mining
easier
to them.
than, what's it called?
That's like... There's not a right way to say it. Mitsubishi?
Mitsubishi.
See, you got it.
That's because I burped.
Mitsubishi.
But it's not spelled like that, is it?
I don't know how it's spelled.
I can't spell to save my life.
I can't either.
If
I'm
they
really
gave
bad
me
at
a
it.
5-letter word that I haven't heard in a while
Oh, yeah?
and said, "I will kill you if you can't spell this," I would die.
Is this a thing? I can't remember. This can't be a thing.
I don't know what's going on.
No, it's not a thing.
It's a pig.
You got a checkpoint. Good job. Proud
Ooh,
of you.
look at this mouse.
I like the layout of this.
Do you?
Or like
It's good to
the...
know.
I'm just skipping. Oh.
It reminds me of Eichenwald.
Ooh,
doesn't
it
it?
does. Kinda.
Yeah.
What's that?
Before Reinhardt came and destroyed it.
I don't think
That was a good
That's
short.
the
Did you
lore.
ever see that short?
Yeah, it is.
That was awesome.
That's what. No, yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Oh, I didn't.
Reinhardt
watch
was
it.
mad about Anna actually gave it to Soldier. Gave it up to him.
I hate you.
That's what happened. Have you not seen the short?
Hey, she gave it to Soldier.
Yeah, she banged Soldier, and
You're so
Reinhardt wasn't happy
stupid.
about it. What are you talking about?
I hate you.
Why am I
So
stupid?
is Farrah
Farrah's
Soldier
Soldier
76's daughter?
Yes.
That's not true.
Then whose
I
daughter is
refuse
she?
to
Every
this.
everyone is Soldier 76's son or daughter.
Is it?
He's a dad, dude. He is the dad. All right, I got a story.
No, you
Okay,
don't.
go for it. As I ride this thing
I
down
bet-
the most boring hill of all time.
This might be the craziest story you've ever heard from someone you didn't know and
Wow,
you met
so crazy,
5
dude.
seconds before.
Ooh, almost fell.
I'm at work, right? I wasn't going to
Uh-huh.
ask this guy if he needed help, but I was like, you know what, I will. He seems like a nice guy. Probably mid-50s, early 50s, something like that. Big beard. Walk
Big
up to
beard.
him, say, do you need any help? He has he has just a completely light voice. Didn't match his body. Big old guy, big beard.
Big beard.
And
Big beard.
we just get to talking for a while. And he's going to show me a picture of his dog eventually. After like 5 minutes or so. And then another picture came up. And before he got to his dog, never showed me his
It
dog
was
either.
his dick and balls.
I wish.
That would have been awesome.
We get to this picture. He never shows me his dog. He says, "Let me show you something. I was watching TV the other night, and I see this, and I don't know if it's just me, but do you see? It's a picture of a mountain."
Okay.
He says, "Do you see a giant dead bison?" And I was like, on the ground somewhere?" He's like, "No, the mountain." And he was like, "Look, it's horns, nose, 2 eyes, and a snout. Is that a giant dead bison or what?" And I was like, "Yeah, I see it a little."
Just to get him
Didn't
to
see
shut
it at
up.
all. He gets to talk and he's like, "You know, it's crazy. You wouldn't believe what happened in this world before we were around." Tyler, get off your cuff, dude. He's like, "You would never believe it. Before we existed, giants existed. Giant people." I was like, "Is that, yeah?" And he was like, "I tell you." And they died.
you.
They died and became the mountains. Because when you
Oh,
look
I've
at
heard
it,
that before.
He said, when you look at it, look at this one. He pulls up another picture. You can tell he's into this. He pulls up another picture.
Something he has saved on his phone to tell everyone he meets.
He said, this giant woman was pregnant and she died. And she became a mountain. And you can see the baby inside the stomach. And I look at it and it's like fucking jagged mountains. There's no possible way you could tell it. And he's like, can't you see that? And I was like, I see the bison a little bit more than that one. And he's just going on and on. He's like talking about the government and like I helped him out to his car and he was like, do you see the sky? It's all messed up. You see that prism effect over there? I was like, he said, it's a giant military satellite that's collecting the metals in the air and bringing them to one spot. And that's what the prisms are. And I was like, I didn't know there was a giant military satellite.
And, there is.
Thousands of them.
This is when it gets crazy.
This is where it gets crazy?
Yes. This is where it gets crazy. Met this guy 10 minutes ago. I'm out of his car. I'm like, you have a good day, sir. I'm walking back in. He's in his car. He pulls out, parks it, not even in a spot, runs back out, grabs me by the shoulder. He's like, I didn't even tell you the craziest part. He said, one mountain.
Sir, if that isn't
come
the
to my home
part,
and blow my dick and balls, and I'll let you know.
He said, one of the mountains that I've seen on these shows, you would never believe it. He leans into me. He says, it's a giant vagina. And I said,
oh, really?
I said, oh, what?
You're right, sir. I don't believe it.
I said, I was like, a what? And he said, a vagina. He said, there's a video of this man walking into this mountain cliffside with a video camera, and he's pointing it up. You can see the clitoris. And all this stuff. Swear to God. And he finally says, it was so real, they brought out a scientific portrayal of a vagina and compared the two.
I can't
it was my fleshlight.
There's no way this happened. You just have a creative imagination.
Swear to God, this whole thing happened because he literally started talking to my boss about it because he came back the next day. Swear to God.
So after they took out the
Where's
scientific...
the boy I talked about the mountain giants?
After they took out the scientific model, I took out my own fleshlight just to make sure.
And right before he left...
Sure enough...
it's a giant.
Right before he left, he said, hey, God bless Merry Christmas, all right, son? And I was like, you know, sir, the last word I thought I'd hear from a stranger today was vagina. Thank you. And he just laughed and went away. It was insane.
That's a nice story.
Well, isn't it? I told you I had something crazy to tell you.
You got it. I didn't realize that. I forgot you said that.
It was
That is
nuts.
crazy.
This guy was weird.
And then he's like, son, I got a GoFundMe page. I'm building a giant dick to stick in this mountain vagina.
I would get into that. I could give some money for that. Giant
sex
dick
with
to put in
mountains?
No, you idiot. Just putting a giant artificial claymation. I don't know.
We call it a dildo in layman's terms.
I like it.
That'd be cool.
It
If there was a mountain vagina. I'm going to look it up. Mountain vagina.
Mountain vagina.
Mountain that looks like a vagina.
I always like when we use... Because to us, we're not country at all. But I love when we use country accents on the show.
Because they're good. Because we know.
Because people are like... They didn't change hardly at all. Because our voices are so country. We just don't realize it. We're nothing compared to... Well, never mind. I'm not going to make fun of a specific place. But
Yeah, not a good idea.
Yeah.
I like this place, though.
The South.
Why are there penguins? Why are there penguins here? That was bad.
That was some good platform.
Thanks. Although, I just ran through those last two.
I don't know.
I did run.
Look. I don't know.
That is a mountain Johnny that's photoshopped completely.
Go back.
Let me show
I
you.
don't see the labia.
I would throw that. I would throw that on the screen, but I feel like we'd immediately have it taken.
Oh yeah, there's no way. Yeah, that guy's insane, crazy man. I forgot his name, but I hope he comes back and tells me more.
Son, now come here. I got a mountain that looks like a dick too. Get in my car, son.
I'll show it to you. You just gotta come
to
over
my
here.
house.
It's right outside my bedroom door. Might be inside.
You're almost there. Keep coming.
Why are there penguins in a warm climate?
I got this picture stored in my mattress on my bed. Just get on there,
Because
bend over and start looking for it.
take your pants off. Because they're taking over. The closer We're not on Donkey Kong's Island, the one that we got thrown off of.
Right.
We're on a different one. So they haven't all become ice yet. But as we go, it gets icier.
You
and
said,
snowier.
"What up, bitch?"
I found a mountain, and I swear to you, son, it's the exact same color of my asshole.
You want to see it?
You want to show me yours? Let me see.
Let's compare.
They call it the brown eye. Oh, it was nuts. That was
Yeah,
the
that
craziest
is-
thing
that
I've
is
ever heard
crazy.
from a stranger, I think.
Or just anybody at all. That's
Ah.
that's even weird for me. Like, talking to you. There's no way I can talk
Well,
about that
it was
stuff with
weird because he
somebody
wasn't
random.
joking. He was completely serious.
That dude 100% watches Alex Jones.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what he does, but
What's Alex Jones?
Tyler's talking about politics again.
Oh.
Dude. He thinks Sandy Hook was a conspiracy theory.
Oh,
Sandy
it was.
Hook?
Sandy
Hook.
Hook. Sandy Hook was a conspiracy
Yeah,
theory.
Sandy Hook definitely was. Sandy Hook
Sandy
is a
Hook
national
might
tragedy.
Yeah,
That's a tragedy.
Yeah, that's a tragedy. But Sandy Hook, I heard about that one.
I heard Sandy Poke.
Listen, folks.
There's a mountain about Sandy Poke.
I don't want to tell you about the
Big,
lizard
nice-
people.
Why are you talking about
Did
your
you know
mom?
there is a? Did you know that
Oh.
there is a band called the Jesus Lizards, and they're all like 60 years old, but they do punk music?
Are you a scaly?
No.
Heck yeah, dude.
Do you know what that is?
No. Believe in lizard people?
No.
No,
a
I just
scaly.
I have sex with reptiles. That's
That's
what
exactly
I thought it
what
was.
it is. It's a furry version about reptiles.
That just sounds like a good time.
I think so. It'd be a little cold, which I mean that could be a nice tingly feeling. Who knows?
What is this?
I don't know. You're not doing great.
Oh, it's.
Haven't you
I
done
gotta
this
wait for
before?
it to open. I did this a long time ago.
Don't lie,
I mean, it's been a while.
cuck ass.
Please do not.
Don't say
that.
those two words together. You can say both of them separately, but not together.
Our mother just came in the door, stuck her tongue out, and ran away
And then left.
like a little child.
Here we go.
What's
Watch
gonna
this.
happen? Whoa, dude! You punched the bananas.
Nanners! Got them nanners! Got them.
You got an Instagram thing.
nanners. Did I?
There's
There's somebody my wife isn't a huge fan of. Just posted.
And you have her notifications on? Oh my god.
Actually, I don't know why I got that. I never get those.
Jesus Christ.
She's gonna
Andrea.
kill me. I didn't mean it.
Smack,
didn't
hey,
mean
Andrea, smack his dick around a little.